What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on. What is going on, everybody? This your man Drake Mack coming to you again with another episode of the Drake Mack Show. I was going to do this as a video, but I thought it would actually be better to do this as a live stream. And I mean, it's a little easier. Not even gonna hold you. It's a little easier to do this as a live stream, but I'm going to talk briefly because I'm not gonna hold you because I still got to get out of here so I can go to work. But we're gonna talk about the Beau DeMayo situation. And again, according to whatever what Beau posted on Twitter on yesterday, to me, this just seems like more discrimination coming from Disney Marvel in a lot of. I keep telling y'all think I'll be tripping when I tell y'all that it's hypocrisy. You know what I mean? And especially if this is what he got fired for, this is really got to be the most silliest, most asinine thing that I've ever saw in my whole entire life. I mean, it seriously is. You know what I mean? Because this is starting to get on the side of ridiculousness. So, let's talk about this. I think, again, to me, I think this is a issue that we've been having with Marvel. And I told you, about the black characters, the way that they treat the black characters. Now, look what they're doing with one of the most, successful creators that has come through Marvel. You know what I mean? Look at the way that they treat them. So we're going to talk about that and everything again. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant. But you already know how I do. The real question is, and shout out to Aisha, shout out to Gray, shout out to Torian, shout out to everybody who's been sending me this. Like, yo, when you gonna talk about it? When you gonna talk about it? When you gonna talk about it? I'm talking about it now. Let's do it. Let's go. There is some, and I want to read this. I did have, damn it. Hold on. Was it in my messages? I think Gray sent me a link about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Deadline's information first. That's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to read what Deadline said, and then I'm going to read and show you guys the tweets that Beau DeMayo had. And that way, we can see exactly what he said. Now, he hasn't deleted his tweet for what I understand. He hasn't deleted any of his tweets. So I'm glad about that because now I have, evidence of what he said, just in case he did delete the tweet. I went and screenshotted everything. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's read this Deadline post. A shout out to Gray, and then I'm gonna go to Aisha's information, and let's get it again. Like I said, to me, God dang it, I keep cracking my foot. Golly, but like I said, to me, this seems like, and you see it in the thumbnail about the picture and all of that. To me, this again is showing the hypocrisy of Marvel Disney because, you can't tell me that we're all inclusive, and then you come to find out that you fired a man over him posting, a picture that's non-sexual, you know what I mean? But it's not sexual in nature, but he's loud and proud of being gay. You know what I mean? And then you want to have the gay characters in your shows. You want to have inclusivity. You want to have diversity. You want to have all of this stuff that you preach, but then you fire a man because he celebrates, him being gay. Let's get into what's real. Let's get into the facts of life. This facts of life are all about you. Let's get into it. I'm gonna put myself down here. And Beau DeMayo's lawyer, and this is from Deadline. Shout out to Gray, the admin, you know, here. And Six of Truth, I'm only going for what Beau said. And we don't, it is his side, their side, and then there's the truth down the middle. And until somebody can show me evidence of the truth down the middle, I'm just going to go on what he posted and what the trades are posted. You know what I mean? It looks like there's going to be legal action from Beau's lawyer and all of that. So let's get to that. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. Beau DeMayo's lawyer accuses Disney of gaslighting, hints at legal action following dismissal and X-Men 97 credit removal. All right. The war of the wars between X-Men 97 creator Beau DeMayo and Marvel has escalated and gone beyond the comic book themed company to engulf his parent Disney. Brian Friedman, who has handled some of Hollywood's biggest wrongful termination cases of the past few years, now represents DeMayo. Now, let's put it to you like this: if this was for the rumor that came out with X-Men 97 drop, it was, they found that he had an OnlyFans. Like, okay, so, you know what I mean? Does the OnlyFans interfere with his daily work? Is it free for everybody to see, or do you got to pay to see it? I don't care if you have an OnlyFans. You know what I mean? That doesn't matter. Are you doing something that's detrimental to the company? That's what the initial word was. He didn't speak on it, but that's what everybody said. You know what I mean? As far as the trades and all that, he got, in a lot of the leakers, rumor bills, all of that stuff. They said it was his OnlyFans. Again, why do you know about this man's OnlyFans if you wasn't on it? You know what I mean? And did you have to pay to get on it? You know what I mean? So, anyway, he had an issue blistering statement to Deadline after his client claimed on social media that he has lost his season 2 credit on X-Men 97 over sharing gay pride themed fan art, was countered by Marvel's response that he was fired after a misconduct investigation produced finding an egregious nature. What does that mean, egregious nature? As Deadline reported, according to Marvel sources, DeMayo was investigated for allegedly sexual misconduct, and the credit removal was due to breaches of the two sides' separation agreement. What is the sexual misconduct? All right. Friedman did not address the Pacific's allegation, but blasted Disney's practices, which he referred to as illegal multiple times. Having much experience with Disney, the playbook has always been the same. Family-friendly on the outside, particularly attempted to plant illegal, unsubstantial items in contrast to the silence the truth and stop the employee customer from asserting basic constitutional rights. Now, I have said this about Disney before. Disney has done things that show this family-friendly atmosphere, but they also fired. They did that with James Gunn. They fired James Gunn, said that what he was saying was detrimental, but what you really wanted to do was get with your base. You wanted to go and, get with your left-wing base, and James Gunn's tweets from years ago wasn't favorable, so they fired him. Then the cast and crew of Guardians of the Galaxy threatened to not even do the project anymore. I don't want to be in nothing until James Gunn comes back. Then you reluctantly hired him back. That's exactly what happened. But there's been multiple practices of somebody exercising it. You might not agree with Gina Carano's, her take or her political stance or anything. But she was also correct in going after Disney for firing her for what what they deemed was anti-Semitic. That's the way that they twist it. And again, this is still a business at the end of the day. But with Beau DeMayo posted, he was like, this was the tweet that got me fired. You know what I mean? And which I would get to in just a second. All right. In the past few years, the top lawyer has sued Disney on the behalf of such clients as former ESPN broadcaster Sage Steele. Another person, you might not agree with her takes or whatever, but to dismiss someone that doesn't affect the business at hand, because of their political ties or whatever is wrong. I'm sorry. If you work for Disney and you're a right winger, you're a proud right winger, you know what I mean? They could fire you. If you're a proud left winger, they could fire you. That should not be the grounds of termination. You know what I mean? And Beau DeMayo is showing his pride, and he's saying, "Look, this is what they actually fired me for." Well, who am I gonna believe, the company or the guy who got fired? Is the question. And a lot of people cap for the company before they cap for the person in the situation. And 9 times out of 10, the company doesn't give a good F about the person. You know what I mean? If they don't have to pay you, the better. You know what I mean? So let's keep going. As we will explain through detailed examples, which we will roll out in detail one by one, Disney's model was very clear and repetitive illegal pattern. Friedman continued. Once it gets challenged or exposed, the gaslighting and redirection of the blame towards anyone willing to tell the truth starts through a international well-oiled publicity machine. As for his client, Beau DeMayo wants nothing from Marvel Disney except the truth. Friedman said he will bravely tell the truth, and so will I stand by. The last part of the indication that legal action may be coming soon. DeMayo abruptly exited as head writer Disney Marvel series X-Men 97 in March ahead of its premiere. At the time, he had completed writing season 1 and season 2 of the animated series, which premiered March 20th to strong reviews. And I said this again with Jonathan Majors in his situation, which I told you, you can Disney Marvel can hire Josh Brolin, who has a history of domestic violence. Disney Marvel can still keep Jeremy Renner on when he was getting ready to pull a Chris Benoit on his entire family, and they can still keep him on. You know what I mean? You can have other actors go through certain situations, and that's fine. But a guy with a misdemeanor that you actually see what's going on, that you had on your parent company, on one of your affiliates, ABC, tell his story, see him, get chased by the person who, quote unquote, got abused that night, which all the evidence was out there. And I give ABC props on the full-length video to show all the evidence, and you still fired him. You don't see y'all don't see a pattern going on. Like, let me get to Beau DeMayo's tweets real quick. Give me just a second. Let me get to what he said in a tweet, because I kept this up, and I'm going to share my screen. Here, let me share my screen here. And let me full screen this. He said, firstly, I'm so grateful to have worked on X-Men 97, collaborated with some amazingly talented folks. Creating this revival was a dream come true, and the support fans have shown is so touching. However, I felt it's present for me to speak up on the wake of leaving the show. Above is X-Men is X-Men fan art I posted on Instagram for Gay Pride in June. On June 13th, Marvel sent a letter notifying me that they've stripped my season 2 credits due to the post. Sadly, this is the latest in a troubling pattern I suffered through while working on X-Men 97 and Blade. Now, I've said this. What they have done with black talent is egregious. Why do I say that? Why do I have that? Because when that leak came out, that one of the investors was saying, why do I have to have an all black show? And it wasn't until the leak happened that they wanted to do something about it. But you were keeping this guy on knowing that he didn't want anything to do with a black-led film or an all-black cast or any of that. You knew that he had a problem with an all-woman film, even though he said, hey, I ain't got no problem with women, but why do we have to have an all-women film? You kept this guy on. But yet, this guy literally makes this post. Now, I don't care about this, I mean, I wouldn't have that as my thumbnail. I mean, as my screensaver, but I don't care. He posted that. That's representing, his pride. But to have Disney fire him because of this is absolutely ridiculous. In my opinion, this is just his. He goes on to say, I have more to say soon, but must take a step back from social media to find a safer space for me to be out, proud, and nerdy. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? So, to me, again, this was absolutely ridiculous. If you want to see, this is what that looks like. What he posted as far as that, and what it said, and he was just thanking them. And okay, this is from Variety. This is the same thing. Okay, this is also what he put. This is one of the last things he put. He said, this is their Disney Marvel usual playbook. Legal letters as well as other items to prove their long-standing pattern to follow. It's about finding a safe outlet. Thank you for having faith in me, the time and the patience. All right. Now, again, what Six the Truth? What is the new details? When you say this, put it in the comments. Don't just say there's new details coming out. Put it in the we'll put a link in the comments so we can put it so we can bring it up. But again, I'm just going to be real with you. I don't trust Disney. This is the same Disney. Think about it like this: the same Disney that did Song of the South, the same Disney that was doing a lot of racial, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of stuff within their company over years. Marvel Leaks on Reddit, or it posted in here. Go to Reddit, post the link. I'll read it from the link. So thank you, Derek Dynasty. Ms. Kaiser, this is from the N. Snyder. Let's just do this. Let me do this here. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For y'all, I'm still not gonna cap for Disney at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? Disney is still Disney's still the same company that look what they're doing to their black talent. I'm not giving Disney the benefit of the doubt until Disney can actually show me receipts. You can say this, because this is what I'm telling you. This is what companies do. What they do is when you come out with the truth, the first thing that they do is slander you. This is no different than Comedy Central after Dave Chappelle didn't want to do that season, after they paid him the $20 million to start making up rumors about him smoking crack in Africa. Like, Dave Chappelle is literally going on and on and on about his experience in Hollywood. And he's not the only one. When you don't want to play the game, or or in his case, Disney trying to uphold their image, but then you have gay people on film. What do you want? So again, let's see. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt on nothing. I'm sorry. I don't know about you. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt on nothing. Benefit of the doubt, nothing. All right, so I'm looking here. Let me see. That's from the Hollywood Reporter. Let me see. Let's see what this was from 15 years ago. Shocking is comicbookmovie.com. Let's see what comicbookmovie.com has to say. But I'm not giving them please don't say something is confirmed or actually happened. We don't know it for certain. Okay, because if I don't have to pay you, I don't have to pay you. But again, I'm not even saying, I will believe Beau DeMayo until I'm proven wrong based on Disney's track record. You know what I mean? That I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I don't trust companies. I don't trust corporations. I don't trust them. I don't. You know what I mean? Because corporations is about making money. And just like what somebody said, it's not disrespectful. Well, I was talking about Mahershala Ali and Wesley Snipes and them trying to push for a Blade 4. How people were saying, "Oh, that's not disrespectful." I put it to you like this: if you were at a job and no, that's not a good example. Let me go to this because that was a good example. Let me go to this because I'm getting sidetracked and I don't have that much time. All right, it's been a wild 24 hours for X-Men 97 fans when head writer Beau DeMayo, who was fired from the series in March, suggested his name was removed from season 2 credits for posting LGBTQ plus themed fan art. Marvel Studios hit back with a scathing statement of its own. Is it still the same? The trades alluded to egregious nature of his behavior being alleged sexual misconduct. However, Jeff Snyder, who has decided to elaborate on what reportedly happened during DeMayo's time in charge of the show. I don't know who Jeff Snyder is, so hopefully it's from the In Snyder. It claimed that DeMayo sent new photos of himself and sexually suggested hero poses to several young male staffers working on X-Men 97. His excuse was that they could be used as inspiration for the animated series. DeMayo also runs a non-explicit OnlyFans account, which is previously said to have upset Disney, which I talked about earlier. The head writer was told to stop sending these photos, but allegedly continued. Snyder also claims that DeMayo groped an assistant on multiple occasions and was considered emotionally and physically abusive towards staffers. More details can be found on the Insider, and it appears DeMayo has chosen this as his hill to die on. Here's what his lawyer, Brian Friedman, told Deadline earlier, and this is what we've read already. Stay tuned for additional updates for development stories as we have them. Now, I will also say this. I'm not going to say I have a hard time believing this, but this is my thing. I'm going to compare if he did this, where are the people that's coming out and saying I was sexually assaulted by this guy? Here I am, my name is so-and-so, and I was sexually assaulted by this guy. Like, you already know Disney fired the guy, so you could come out and say, "Hey, my name is blankety blank," or I'm going to say anonymous, but I'm going to go, to the trades, or I'm going to go on my social media account, or I'm going to do something to let you know this guy's a creep. This guy is filthy. He sends me dirty pictures. He has touched me. He's done all the. Where is that at? Now, again, I understand victims have time, but again, the guy was fired. So where is the evidence that this has happened? And you got people coming out against Beau to say, yes, he did this. That again, me going to work right now. I go out and I, allegedly, essay somebody, right? I allegedly touch somebody in a way. I'm getting fired and that person is telling. He did it. You know what I mean? Point on the dog where he touched you at. That's literally, to me, this sounds fishy because for this whole entire time that Beau has been fired, nobody has came out and said, and you can say a confidentiality clause, but why would you put the confidentiality clause now, Six the Truth, now, after Disney and you got this guy from the In Snyder, you know what I mean, on Reddit, saying, this is not Variety, this is not Deadline, this is not the Hollywood Reporter. Where is Cheyenne Roundtree at? I need to know where she's at. You know what I mean? But where is remember, I'm always going to point out, Jonathan Majors had 40 people or 20 people say he is a horrible person. In middle school, he took my big cookie. And I didn't like it. It was horrible. You got all this tea. And remember, the Variety article, the Rolling Stone article by Cheyenne Roundtree came out the day that they found out that Grace Jabari was about to be arrested for assault and harassment. It's a coincidence that article dropped the same day. Now, isn't it a coincidence that when Beau DeMayo just last night comes out and said that this is technically what I was fired for? You know what I mean? This is what I was fired, or this is what they told me I was fired for. And then the very next day, the insider comes out and said, well, this is exactly what happened. And he sent this and he sent that and he touched this person and he did that. Isn't that a coincidence? I don't know about you, but there's no coincidence when it comes to business. There's no coincidence when it comes to slandering someone's name to make sure, you know what I mean, that this person, if you gonna tell the truth, I'm gonna make sure that you are done. You're gonna be rotisserie chicken, barbecue chicken, all of that. I'm gonna fry your ass. You ain't never gonna be able to work in this town again. I'll give you another example. When Michael Jackson was like, these people are extorting me for money. They're saying I'm out here touching kids, and I'm not. They're saying I'm weird. I'm wacko jacko. I'm not. You know what I mean? Because these people wanted to get money. They couldn't get money, so the next thing that they could do was slander. But why was the allegations there to begin with? Michael Jackson buys the Beatle anthology. Michael Jackson is smart enough that he literally had ownership, 50% ownership of every artist at Sony Entertainment. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, you name it, he owned half of it. So the only way that you can make this dude, because he can't get it up until he dies, and of course, I believe that's the reason why he died in the first place. But remember, they was like, Michael going broke. He got bad spending habits, this, that, and the other. Michael's crazy. He moved to Ireland. But Michael had something that they want. So what did they do? They slander. If this man is telling his truth, give him the benefit of the doubt to tell his truth. You can say these are the allegations, but where's the people who coming down who corroborates the allegations? Remember when they was corroborating the allegations of Bill Cosby, of stuff that happened in the 70s? And today you're going to believe Disney or what they say without anybody corroborating the allegations? Just saying. Who's corroborating the allegations? That's all I'm saying. And all I want is, again, I'm not going to, but the way that they have done they're black actors, you know what I mean? The ones that's not bootlegging and shoe bootying for them, I don't believe nothing Disney does. I'm not. Until I'm proven otherwise. I'm going with Beau on this one. Until I actually see it, then I'll be like, Beau, you wrong. But I'm going to believe Beau. I'm always innocent until proven guilty. That's what it is. And if Beau say he got fired because, he posted, this up here. And then again, if Beau was, just think about this, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta get out of here. But just think about it like this. If Beau DeMayo has a non-explicit OnlyFans page, non-explicit, let me say that again, non-explicit. When did he have time to grope and touch on folks? Wouldn't he just be better off just having a OnlyFans that you have to pay for, where he could do as much touching and groping as he wants to with the people he's engaging those acts with? Wouldn't that make more sense? You know what I mean? Like, you got one of the best talents that you've had in a long time. That's not a Russo brother. And for right now, again, proven, and until I'm proven otherwise, I'm believing Beau. I'm standing with Beau until I'm proved otherwise. Now, you can believe the company, you can believe Disney, all these people. Disney does not give a good flying F about their employees. They just, Disney owns ESPN, right? Disney just fired Robert Griffin III in the middle of his contract for nothing. For nothing. Just for nothing. So I know I don't I'm no, 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 no. Until I'm proven otherwise, I'm saying it with Beau. I'm sorry. I'm saying it with Beau on this one. You know what I mean? And I'm not a part of the LGBTQ plus community, but I also feel that you should be able to express anything that you want to that's non-detrimental or that's non-hurting anybody. Is if it's not something that's detrimental and hurting anybody. If you're gay, be loud and proud about being gay. I'm black. I'm damn sure loud and proud about being black. You know what I mean? In America. Damn sure proud about that. You know what I mean? That's all it's. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna believe Disney. I'm not gonna believe Disney anything. Nope. The way that they did T'Challa, the way that they did Don Cheadle, the way that they have done Mahershala Ali, the way that they have done people. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Especially when it comes to, I don't care if he's part of the LGBT community. He black first. And as a black man who got fired over something that he believed in, I've said it with Beau until I'm proven otherwise. I'm sorry. Nope. 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 I'm not fooling with Disney on this one. I'm sorry. I'm with Beau. You know what I mean? I'm with Beau. Yeah, ESPN has no problem firing black talent. No problem firing black talent. But also what I would like to see, where's the LGBTQ community that's standing up for Beau DeMayo? Oh, all my people that's part of the LGBTQ plus community. Y'all need to stand with y'all brother, Beau DeMayo, because you're not going to say that you're a part of that community and you see something egregious go on and you don't stand with that brother until he's proven otherwise. I need to see the LGBT community loud and proud, just like how the LGBT community was going after Dave Chappelle, you know what I'm saying, for his trans jokes. I need that same energy to go after Disney in the way that they treated Beau DeMayo. So if you call me a shield and all of that, I don't care. I'm standing with Beau DeMayo until I'm proven other. I'm putting my flag on Beau right now. No Diddy. But I'm standing with him until I'm proven otherwise. And I will continue to follow this. I'm going to continue to follow this this story. And we're going to go through we'll continue to go through the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Because if this is true that they fired him for that, why do we keep supporting these companies? You know what I mean? Why do we keep supporting these companies? So, just saying. I'm just saying. But if he was, this is the thing. I'm gonna start going to your comments. Bobby Edwards, if he was truly guilty, where is the receipts of the guilt? Like I said, what I don't want to, I'm not going to ride the fence. He put out his receipts and said, this is the timeline. So I'm going to ride with him until Disney and their lawyers give me evidence. I need to see. It's just like with the Diddy situation. Personally, I've never liked Diddy. I was a Tupac fan, so I never really cared for Diddy anyway, like that. I'm a big Biggie fan though, but I never really cared for Diddy like that. But when people were saying, "Oh, Diddy has done this, he did this to Cassie," and that lawsuit came out for Cassie, I said the same thing. I'm like, wow, why hasn't she said anything before? And I get it, I understand, but where's the receipts? Until they pulled the receipt of what happened in that hotel. So it did that bullshit response that Diddy gave. There's nothing after that you can say, Diddy. I don't believe anything that I would never believe. You can't say anything and I would believe it personally. So for me, Beau came out with his hand first. You know what I mean? Beau been tweeting about X-Men 97 all of that. He's been a good sport that whole entire time. Nobody has said anything since X-Men 97 dropped about Beau being a creep. Nobody has tweeted that out. But I'm going to also say this. When Jonathan Majors got in trouble, immediately you start having tweets like, yeah, he wasn't very pleasant at Yale. And he was, and he was a menace at Yale. You're at Yale. How are you a menace and you're in your master's degree and he graduated with his master's degree and you're black? But whatever. All the slanders start coming out. Where's the other people that could corroborate the story is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So for right now, Beau laid down the first thing. So I'm gonna ride with Beau until I prove it, because I don't ride with companies. Companies are greedy. First of all, we're in the election season. Who do you think funds the election of these elected officials anyway? To be able to pass legislation and different things so they can get more, so they can get even more richer than what they are right now. Why would I believe a company? And I'm sorry, I'm a UAW brother. UAW 249, proud to be a UAW person for my people at Ford and all my UAW brothers. You know what I'm saying? This in America, United Auto Worker. I'm never going to believe a company. I'm a union brother. I'm going to stand with my brother until I'm proven otherwise. That's just what it is. So yeah. Continue to have this conversation in the chat and in the comments and everything. I really appreciate, even the back and forth. I really appreciate it, because there's no right and wrong in this. I'm just picking a side. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm proven otherwise. But you already know what it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, got to wrap it up because I got to get up out of here. Thank you so very much for tuning in to the special episode of the Dre Mack Show. And of course, I'm going to be continuing to cover this story as more information has come out. Maybe some is going to be in a live stream. Maybe some of this is going to be on a video. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vampire, y'all. Enjoy y'all Friday. I see you in the morning for Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. Let's go. Where's my outro at? I gotta go.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.